this man, he discovers a woman sleeping in his apartment. He's confused. She's confused. He feels she's in her space. She feels he's in her space. And we, as the audience, are trying to figure out who is telling the truth. And we find out later no one is actually lying. But we don't find that until we see their IDs. I think that we judge the characters, or it's made for us to judge the characters at first. The male character seems more stoic, he's more calm. So at first, it's very easy to be on his side. Like, yeah, obviously, this is how the other character, she seems very flighty. She's all over the place. She's very eccentric. So it's very easy to kind of paint her as maybe like not all the way there compared to him. But over time, it just becomes really hard to tell. Both of them seem very familiar in this space, but also very uncomfortable because there's this unfamiliar person in this space, and I can't fully relax in my space with this person here. And I'm not really sure what their intentions are. I loved how it changes over time. Over time, you see the changes as each tries to force the other to leave. At first it might seem cordial, and then at times it's not cordial, and at times it's desperation, and it just shifts. But at some point, we see that it's possible that he's an apparition or a figment of her imagination. And then I had to go back to the beginning to really kind of take a look at some things. And what you notice in the beginning scenes as he's coming into his or hers place, the key doesn't work. Ding, 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 big sign that we didn't notice. Um, this black cat, is that some sort of symbolic for death? I don't know. But main thing I noticed was he walked into a very clean, pristine space, which is apparently how he keeps his space. And then we cut to a very not clean, pristine kitchen, sets things down, it's clean, pristine. Next thing you know, it's not. It's filled with how she would keep her space, everything all over the place. So you start to see these in these shots, but it's just so quick and so well done that you really kind of got to go back once to be like, oh, and you might catch it, you might not catch it. I didn't catch it the first time, but when I went back the second time, I thought, wow, that was cool.
A magical realism, kind of bizarre incident happening here. And, there's this the whole, what would you do if you found somebody else living in your place and they weren't supposed to be there? Who's real, who's not, So it's interesting. The main actors did a good job. The lady at the end also, everybody was real and charming, and did a nice job with it. It was a good idea. A nice way to kind of do a little magical realism on a small budget and have it contained in this one location with just a few people. So good job on that. Decent script, well written, nicely acted, well edited, nicely shot. So good job all around.
I also thought that the chemistry between the two actors was really strong, even though they were such different characters. We had this eccentric, crazy, quirky woman, and then we have this, straight-laced man who was just reacting to her. And I thought the twist at the end, I would have expected the more quirky, crazy woman to be the ghost. They sort of turned expectations on their head, making the straighter-laced man the ghost in this scenario. So I thought that was really interesting. It's not what I expected. But yeah, the connection between the two is so strange because they are so different. But they do have this connection with each other while talking and arguing, and you would think that if he was alive, there could be a potential romantic relationship there. It would be a very interesting one, but it would be one that would be fun to watch.
Both thinking that they're rightful owners with no idea on how to prove it's their home and not the others. And then when they show their IDs, they both have the same address. So both of them think that they're supposed to be, that it's their home. So they go back and forth, arguing with each other and using different tactics to try to get the other out of that home. The dialogue's so strong. The performances are impressive. And I just thought the concept was really smart. It was like just a really great watch overall. And then it's a really good plot twist with when her friend tells her there's nobody else in the room and walks right through him, and even more of a plot twist when she realizes she can still touch him. I thought that was like just a really smart idea that the filmmakers came up with. And at this point, we get to see both people's perspective, which is really smart. Overall, super well executed and really entertaining.